Hello guys, today we are going to start a new project. This is week number 9. Week number 9. Okay? So, what are we going to do today? Today we are going to be focused on texture and we are going to be focused on how to paint a forest silhouette that belongs to the season of autumn, the season of fall, when all of the leaves fall down and there are winds that take them through the sky and then they softly lay on the floor. So we are going to make a forest of autumn, and on the bottom area we are going to make pumpkins. Why pumpkins? Well, because in the month of October, in America, it's very traditional to have everything related to pumpkin. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin pie, pumpkin puree, everything pumpkin. Besides, you know what happens in October 31st, that is the celebration of Halloween. But right now, what we are going to be working on is the celebration and the welcoming of the autumn, the season of fall. The first thing that we are going to do is to prepare our sky. Our sky. What is the sky that you would like to have on your landscape? So if you ask me, I love sunsets. Love sunsets. Okay? So, what I am going to do is to use the colors that I have seen in sunsets and I am going to create the sunset from my imagination. On the bottom, I am going to use my imagination. After we work on this, we are going to observe. We're going to see how pumpkins are. How's their body? What's their volume? How are the lines of the texture? Everything. That's what we're gonna see later. Okay? So right now I am going to start preparing my sky. This is a sky that is past 6 o'clock. I could say that this could be like 7-ish. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of texture. Okay? And I'm gonna leave this little tiny bit of texture. I am going to put some yellow. Some yellow here. And we'll also add here more red orange. I am going to rinse out my paintbrush. I always love to carry a towel near so I can dry the excess of water. So the sun has gone down, and this is what is left of it. The floor, brown, perhaps a little bit of green so we can have a little bit of contrast here. And pointillism is always a good friend. Pointillism is always a good friend for soil texture or grass. And so this is what you're gonna do here on this moment right now. And then we are going to go directly to the creation of the trees. Right? So I am going to teach you how to make a tree the easiest way that I could have ever found. Look. Here you will get black because this is going to be only the silhouette of the tree. And of course the silhouette of the tree that of course is without leaves because they have already fallen. You're gonna take them up, again, and you're gonna do a letter Y. A letter Y. Okay, so on this letter Y, you're going to add another stick that will resemble another Y. And 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 why not adding more branches? And you know they have to be Ys. You could do another tree if you want. This tree, as it is, as you can see on this area of the floor, you can do the other tree closer to the foreground. So this can be bigger and thicker so you feel it closer to you, and this is further back. Okay? So if you do it from here, from the very bottom of the paper, and take it up. And then you can again start with the Y branches. I say Y because they look like letter Y's. So the Y branches. Why? Because they don't have leaves. So you continue adding sticks. You can even do a tiny one that is further back. So we are going to have so now we can have foreground, midground, background. This is in the foreground that is very close to you. This is in the midground, not even back, not even forward. And that one back there, that's the background. That's further back, okay? So this is my sunset, my 6:45, 7 o'clock evening. And right now I am going to start with the elaboration of the pumpkins. Okay? So how are pumpkins? What is a pumpkin? Have you ever seen a pumpkin? So we're going to observe how are pumpkins. Yeah? Let's keep it dry a little bit so we can observe how it dries, and also the fact that we want the glue to work on that area, so we have to wait a little bit. Okay. So here it is. This is a pumpkin. A pumpkin. Look at that pumpkin. It has a stem. It has little curved lines, and it is orange. It is an orange pumpkin. And look at that texture. It has a little bit of texture. And these little lines are going inwards. So it's like bumpy. It's bumpy. Point, point, point. Okay? So what we are going to do is to get paper, old paper, printed paper. You can also get newspaper. And you're going to shape them as a pumpkin. Okay? So here we have, how many pumpkins do you want to make? I want to do 2 small pumpkins. There's one baby pumpkin. There's another baby pumpkin. I have 4, and my favorite number is 7. So I'm gonna do 7 pumpkins. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many pumpkins do you want to make? Remember, this all depends on what you decide. Even the time of the day, if you want it to be daylight, it can be daylight. It doesn't have to be the evening. It doesn't have to be the evening. Okay, so okay, so there I have my 7 pumpkins. I'm gonna start pasting from the biggest one. Yeah? So I am going to put the glue. Okay? You place your pumpkins wherever you want. Okay? Because you are the owners of this landscape. Okay? I am going to use orange and a little bit of yellow to make a little bit of yellow orange for my pumpkins. So I am going to have 2 types of orange, okay? I'm going to have a lighter orange and I'm going to start painting. You can even leave a little bit of the print out so we can see that it's made with recyclable paper. recycling paper. That's a very good thing because we are giving a purpose to this paper. Okay, so I am going to go to my second pumpkin. Yeah, and I am going to paste it here in front of the other one, and I will choose this orange. Here. Okay. I am going to get another pumpkin. Okay. And then I'm going to paste another one. Okay, so now that we have already placed our pumpkins there, we are going to draw the lines to resemble, we're going to draw the lines to resemble the bumpy surface that the pumpkins have. Okay, so we start from up, we go down, start up, we go down, curved, curved, and curved. That's our first pumpkin. Then we go to the second one. We draw the outline. And always remembering that we have to have a three-pointed holding, huh? Curved lines. Curved lines. They all meet in the center. They all meet in the center. It doesn't matter if your lines come out a little bit wrinkled or a little bit without paint, because we know that we are painting on a surface that is uneven, so it's completely understandable. Okay, so we're done with our pumpkins, and the last touch that we are going to give to our pumpkins is the following. You are going to reap. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're gonna reap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So because I have 7 pumpkins, I need 7 stems. Okay? So I am going to place these stems. Where do you think I should place them? On the top or on the bottom? I think on the top. Okay. So, first of all, I am going to paste them. When you have this rectangle that I have just teared apart, fold a little bit here so you can have it a little bit triangular like this. Okay? So once you fold it, you add a little bit of glue on the point and place it on the top of the pumpkin, resembling its stem. Okay? Another one here. Okay, so this is a very special project for me because, as I told you in the beginning, by this project we are celebrating autumn, the season of fall. My goddaughter's name is Autumn. So, dear Autumn from Brooklyn, this project is inspired in you. This is your fairy godmother. Okay? I hope you enjoy it, and I hope all of the children in the world that are watching this, my students in IAA, and all of the children in the world that are watching and wanting to celebrate autumn, one of my favorite seasons of the year, is gonna make me the happiest teacher in the world. To know that this is getting to many children that may enjoy this. Okay, so now the last thing related to our pumpkins, it's gonna be painting the stem and that's the last thing with our pumpkins. And for me, as the time of my landscape is the night, I am going to do a teeny tiny moon back there on the top of the trees. Okay? These are our three-dimensional pumpkins and our two-dimensional landscape. Autumn landscape, celebration of the season of fall. Happy week 9! Hope you have fun!